Fine afternoon to a cast by me of Thomas Was Alone. I have played about 2.5 seconds of this game before I realized my sound wasn't working, and for the sake of all of my wonderful viewers, I have decided to go back. This comes from a series that I do, which is basically an evaluation saying should or should you not buy the game, and what good design elements were in it. This game, from what I've played, like the 3 seconds, is amazing, so I'm really pumped to share it with you guys. So this is going to be a shorter section. I need to get back to some homework in a few minutes, but there's no way a person can edit for 10 hours in a row, especially after working the previous 7 hours. So we are going to, we're going to just play a game for a few minutes. Here we go. And the music is gorgeous for this game. Oh, it's so good. The program was a failure. People forget this. It was a massive flop. The coders started adding name strings to the ALS as a joke. Thomas wasn't special. It was just in the right place at the right time. Boom. Here we go.
Thomas was alone. Wow. A weird first thought to have. Thomas decided to start listing his observations for posterity. 1. The whole alone thing. 2. Portals. They led somewhere. He'd yet to work out where. 3. Falling. Thomas was absolutely fantastic at falling. He was almost as good at falling as he was at observing.
I love this style. This is so good. And like the game does all the talking for me, so I don't even have to have analysis for it.
Okay, interesting. Thomas couldn't fall past this block. Think, damn it, think. What if there was some kind of inverted fall? Some way to... what's the word? Jump.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, there's some way to jump,
It
bro.
worked! Thomas had solved the great inverted fall mystery.
Oh yeah. So solved. Very solved. Yes.
A big jump. But Thomas noted there was no real danger in missing it. The
Oh.
world didn't want him to fail here. It was pushing him, but gently.
Oh yeah. I love, like, so games do this thing where you're absolutely supposed to have a specific...
This all seemed a little dangerous.
Huh.
The world was not to be
Just a
trusted.
minute. I'll finish that thought.
Unstable, and it seemed to Thomas that it could let him down at any moment. He
Okay.
was starting to suspect it might even be doing so on purpose. Man, paranoia.
So games do this thing, right, where they give you like an easy task, like obviously you're going to move from the left to the right. Okay, establish that. Boom. Move on to the next one. And here they have a commentary saying, oh, here's the funny thing that we do next, you know? And then after that, here's this other funny thing that we do immediately following it. So I like that they've taken the normal game design thing where they show you like, this is your loop, right? This is the thing you're always going to be doing. And then here's a variation on it. Here's a new thing to add to the loop. And here's a new one. And then the last one, it's like, now here, we're specifically teaching you that you cannot take fall damage. And then the guy's like, oh, look, you can't take fall damage. Isn't that nice? I don't know, I think it's great. Anyway, we have to go fast because this place is going to fall apart on us. Good thing I'm so good at sliding as a cube. Good heavens. Alright, cool. What do we have here? Oh, I see.
Thomas wondered whether the portals were actually taking him anywhere. He felt like he was making progress, but there wasn't really any way to know. He seemed to be moving predominantly up and to the right, which might, or might not, be important.
Oh man, another one. They're like, okay, so you're going to move up as well as to the right. And we'll continue to make jokes about it. And the guy's voice is fantastic, of course, and it's a good game. It's a good game.
Might have been paranoia again.
Recommended.
But Thomas could have sworn the world
Sorry.
was becoming more complicated. It always seemed to be one step ahead of his skills. It had been designed just for him. He wondered why. Was the world testing him? No. Too obvious.
Huh. Well, that was weird. I have no idea how I struggled with that. Cool.
Something about the boiling, toxic, glowing water intimidated Thomas. He didn't like it. He certainly didn't want to swim in it. He made another mental note. 4. Water. Not good. To be avoided.
Oh man. Just like nothing, there's been nothing complicated yet, but the storytelling was very purposeful.
The loneliness was getting to Thomas. No amount of observation or obsessive note-taking could combat that.
Oh, snap. Dang. Alright. There we go, there we go. Alright, up and over again. One more. Woohoo, that was close. Alright. Boom. So that one, the message was...
Thomas had a new theory.
I always want to talk when he
was
talks.
training him. He could feel himself getting smarter. There was the mental list to consider. Over the minutes and seconds since his spontaneous generation, he'd become a pretty skilled jumper. He was evolving. He just wished he had someone to share it with.
So the last one, the message was, areas will not always necessarily have a clear route. Whoa! This is starting to mess with my head a little bit. Woo! There we go. Not in like a, deep psychological way, but in like a, dang, things are bouncing up and down kind of way. Okay, got it. Gone unportaled. Be there or be? I submitted hundreds of bug reports. I told what an man.
Chris took an immediate and deep dislike to the skinny red rectangle. Who the hell did this Thomas think he was?
Boom. Dang, that music's loud. Alright, hold on a second. That got really loud. That got just insanely loud. That's still loud. Okay, is that better? Haha. Chris can't get over without Thomas. Sucker! What?
Chris had been doing fine. He wasn't the highest jumper, but he'd held his own. He'd even been graceful at times.
Oh. Chris also...
Actually, not technically graceful, it's probably the wrong word, but fine. There was that skinny little runt leaping about like he owned the place.
Alright. Oh! See. I feel like that was intentional. Like that's the way you're just plain supposed to play the game. Hey, buddy. I'm here to help out.
Whatever, just
Saw it off or something. That's probably incredibly offensive to people who are from a place that they actually say sawed off. Okay, well, where's Thomas supposed to go? Does he go over here? He does go over here. Boom. Alright, cool. How are we supposed to do that?
Okay, this was more like it. A glowy white thing. Only Chris could get to it, which of course made it all the more enticing. What would it do? What new opportunity might this switch open up to him? Great, great. Another chance for Thomas to jump slightly higher than Chris. How fortunate. Seriously, this made the whole switch pressing thing entirely worthwhile.
So basically, Chris is like a white guy who's jealous, or he's an orange guy who's jealous of the red guy's mad hops. Man, this is actually crap. A little bit of a puzzle now. Alright. Boom. And out we go.
Was this good? Because on the surface, it did not seem good. Chris was pretty scared. Little Red seemed fine, happy to be on his merry little adventure. Chris couldn't shake the feeling that things had taken a significant turn for the worse since Thomas had joined him. Sure, he'd been able to piggyback his way to ever so slightly higher platforms, but where had that got him? Well, to ever so slightly higher platforms, which was sort of his point.
Okay. I have no idea how to do this. I actually think I'm gonna have to jump switch, jump switch. Okay. So I jump switch, jump switch, jump switch. Okay, I feel like I'm doing that wrong. Well, I was getting better bounce out of him earlier. Okay. I feel like I have the right idea here. Okay, so that is how this is supposed to be solved, I guess. Well, I'll see if I can get Chris in first, because Chris seems to need need Thomas more than Thomas needs Chris. Alright, here we go, here we go, here we go. Ugh. So I don't know if you guys have listened to me talk about how much I hate jumping puzzles in the past, but I hate jumping puzzles. Okay, cool. It's the same thing for Thomas, except bigger gaps. Oh man, I just like let go because I decided I was there. For some reason in my head, on the puzzle earlier, I had decided that Chris was the only one who could flip switches. But really the value of Chris is that he's shorter. It's all about the shortness. Oh goodness. What have I done?
Chris
Hold on,
stared.
hold on. Have I done something terrible? I must find out if I've done something terrible. I have not. We're good. Okay, we're back at it.
Thomas with pure hatred. He seemed so very happy at their situation. Friends together, a brave fellowship of...
Sorry, I'm having a hard time with the computer right now.
quadrilaterals on a quest for greatness.
Okay, alright. This screen is good. Darn it. I so very much did not want to have technical difficulties today. Alright, we're gonna take a break.